What most don't understand is that what made you legendary wasn't your talent alone. It wasn't your timing. It wasn't the perfect circumstances. It was your loyalty to self. The willingness to stay true to who you were, especially when it felt like no one else could see it. When the world tells you to change, to fit in, to make yourself more digestible, the true goats stand firm. They remain loyal to their essence, their message, and their purpose. And that loyalty doesn't make them liked. It makes them undeniable. The myth of luck. Let's get one thing straight. Success isn't random. It isn't handed to you by chance, nor is it awarded to those with the best timing or the most perfect circumstances. This is the myth that the world loves to perpetuate, the idea that some people just get lucky. It's a lie. Luck is just an excuse people use when they don't want to acknowledge the amount of work, the amount of discomfort, and the amount of inner conflict it takes to rise above the noise and build something legendary. People see the goats at the top and assume their success was accidental. But what they don't see is the years of loyalty to self that went into creating that success. The endless moments of doubt, the constant rejection, the times when others tried to pull them down or convince them to stop. But they didn't stop. And that's what made them legendary. They weren't lucky. They were persistent. They were consistent. They were loyal to their own truth even when no one else was. And because of that, they became undeniable. When you are loyal to yourself, when you refuse to bend or break for anyone's approval, something magical happens. You begin to attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right energy. But more importantly, you begin to build something that cannot be taken away from you. Your legacy. A legacy built not on external validation, but on internal strength and conviction. Loyalty to self means discomfort. First, loyalty to self isn't glamorous. It doesn't come with instant rewards or approval. It often comes with discomfort, rejection, and loneliness. When you choose to stay true to who you are, when you choose to build according to your vision, you'll quickly realize that most people won't get it. They'll criticize, they'll judge, they'll question your every move, and in many cases, they'll tell you to stop. But the truth is, if you're being questioned, criticized, or rejected for your choices, you're probably on the right path. Why? Because loyalty to self isn't about popularity. It's about integrity. It's about being willing to withstand the discomfort of standing alone in your truth. And while it may feel like you're not moving forward, the truth is, you're building the foundation of something far more powerful than anyone who's ever tried to tell you to change. You see, people who only move with the crowd don't build anything that lasts. They build to fit in, not to stand out. And when you're building a legacy, standing out is non-negotiable. Your ability to remain loyal to your own vision, even when it seems out of step with what everyone else is doing, is what makes you the GOAT. It's what makes you unstoppable. Because when you remain consistent in your authenticity, when you refuse to compromise, the world eventually has no choice but to recognize your brilliance. The power of staying different.